Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Diepholz. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Diepholz 25. This is by TakerLS. Now this is a fairly small map. For a fairly small map, it's got a very high megabyte download. 703.79 megabytes download, with 17 required mods to download on top of that. Now I always think now when we have mods or maps that have a high download like this and then required mods on top, which brings up quite high. We've also had some maps on their own that have been over a gigabyte now, over 1,000 megabytes. I think back to, I think it was FS19 when Auction J David bought out Chellington Extended, was it? And that was 800 and something megabytes, and everyone went berserk because it was just such a ridiculously high megabyte download. How could that be possible? Why was that necessary? It's funny, isn't it, how things change? Anyway, we do have custom crops, a lot of them. We do have contracts available. There are 50 collectibles. I haven't found one. I'm not particularly looking, but it says there are 50 collectibles. We're at the start farm. On New Farmer, the slot count is 1,468. On Farm Management Start from Scratch, that drops down to 1,342 because you don't start with any equipment and machinery. All the buildings are still here. That being said, they can all be sold. Most of the decorative items can be sold. If you do that, this particular farm will look like this. Now obviously that will make more sense in a minute as we look around the farm. I also, to get the slot count down, bought the biogas plant, and I managed to get rid of nearly everything on there as well. And I'll show you the one thing I didn't when we get to the biogas plant. I got the slot count down from 1,468 down to 1,069. So if you want to get it right, you can probably get lower than that as well. Just saying, you probably can. Now, on top of the 17 required mods, there are some additionals as well. I've got an extra note I've written down here. This is important. If you are going to use the AI drivers to transport your goods for you, you need to turn traffic off. With traffic on, they struggle. It says that in the description, so you might need to do that. Anyway, let's go into build mode. Under build mode, and the first place we're going to look is factories. Right at the very bottom, we've got biogas plant. That's been added in over and above base game and the 17 required mods. From factories, if we go down to our animals, we've got under cows, and here we've got a couple of extras put in. And horses, I think we had a couple of extra put in. Yep. Although, yeah. Does that say? That didn't say milk production for the horses, did it? Oh no, must be going mad. Nothing for pigs. Sheep, I think we had a couple, one or two anyway, in there. Then under trees, was it? Oh yes, we come down to the bottom. This is the next bit. Painting textures. There are 96 painting textures. So if you're looking to do some customization of your map, some landscaping, you've got plenty of textures to be fiddling around with and do, I guess, pretty much whatever you want. We come across the trees. We have also got, down the bottom, we've got some bits added in there. Ponderosa pines and giant sequoias and pagoda dogwoods and things like that. And then the plants, we've got some extra plant type things put in too. So again, plenty to be getting on with there. Now if we go back to the animals, you'll also see, if you look at the bottom of the cows, and that's on just the standard one, they've all been adjusted anyway. All of the additional crop types have some bearing on the animal feed as well. Now again, I will specify, like I always do, this is a map tour, not a deep dive into the intricacies of every single working part of the map. This is just a map tour to show the map, what's there, what's available, and all the rest of it. So if you do start playing this map, you're going to need to look into your animal pens, look at what animals you're going to do, look at what crops they can take, will require, and you can kind of go from there. But they are going to be able to take some of the new crop types. If we come back out of here and go back into this menu, so on here, where it says crop types, we have summer and winter wheat. Now what often happens with those is that will just be a tweak to the crop calendar, and the crop calendar has been tweaked. There are some tweaks to the crop calendar. We've got field grass, we've got flowering. Now it's interesting because field grass wasn't showing on the description. But it says field grass. Now, generally speaking, field grass has a higher yield than standard grass, if you put it that down. There's things like flowering catch. Let me read them out. We've got rye, spelt, triticale, green rye, vetched rye, mustard, humus active, silage maize, flowering catch crop, winter and summer wheat, winter and summer barley, alfalfa and clover. Now, like I say, if we come down to, where are we? It's going to be, because it wasn't actually under wheat, it was under summer wheat. There we go. So summer barley and summer wheat, you've got your planting for February and March, and then harvesting July, August. And then if we come down to the very bottom, your winter barley and wheat, you're planting September, October, and then you're harvesting June, July. So that's your more, I say your more standard one. I mean, it's generally, so you've got a couple there, but they are showing as different crops, not just in the crop calendar. If we come back to here, there's summer wheat, there's summer barley. If we come down, we will find then as we come further down, where is it all? It's here somewhere. There's the meadow grass, winter wheat, winter barley. So they are showing as separate crops in the ground. Rye, triticale, spelt, silage maize, vetch rye, green rye, humus active, mustard, flowering catch crop. There's a lot. Now, the other thing to point out here as well is putting into the ground everything apart from, as far as I can tell, mustard and silage maize go into the ground with a regular seeder. Mustard and silage maize go into the ground with planters, and that was looking into the vehicles, seeders and planters, and it shows you the descriptions. So as far as I can tell, it's all of that. And as far as taking out of the ground goes, a lot of the stuff is catch crop, cover crop, silage crop. Your things like your, well, we can come down to, what do I want next? Prices. It gets complicated. So you can sell your alfalfa if you want to. I mean, a lot of stuff you can sell. But you'll notice here, we've got our rye, price for spelt. We've got a price for summer barley, summer wheat. Again, showing you they are separate crops, not just planting and harvesting different time. Triticale, winter barley, winter wheat, then off the bottom of there. So all of those things can be harvested and sold. All the other things are to be mowed, turned into hay, or used by silage harvesters for doing silage work. So all those extra crops, I mean, there's a lot of crops going on. So yeah, there's tons to be thinking about and tons to be getting on with. Come back to the map, and here it is. Like I say, if we zoom in, that's the map. If we come across to, let's go back up to, where are we? We're almost there. Back to the top. Across to our farmland. So on New Farmer, we start with the main farm here. This main farm, everything on the map is actually not too expensive. The main farm only 100,000. So on Farm Manager, start from scratch, not too expensive to buy. This field here, or this pasture here, animal pasture there. We start with this field down here. We start with this field here and this field here. I think that's it, of our list of fields that we start with. And field prices aren't bad. 87 grand, 88 grand. Let's say 146. Oh, we start with that field there as well. Forestry is up in this corner here. Again, not expensive stuff. You want to dabble at forestry, not too bad. We've got a lot of meadows. I did check to see if they were pastures. Most are grass meadows, but again, nothing crazy money. Even I mean, that's a big field there. 169 grand, more than 170. So yeah, not crazy stuff. There's a couple of plots. Is it just one we need to buy? No, two. Plot 43. We're going to buy that. Again, not expensive. Do that. And then we come across here to plot 46. Just there. That's the biogas plant. 20 grand. You get your biogas plant. Awesome stuff. So into the farm we go. Into the yardage. Whoa. Sleep and wardrobe trigger just here. We have our car sitting waiting for us should we require it. We have a dog here. Inky is its name. Let's feed the dog just to make sure it's got something. In here we have got a cow barn for 40 cows, if I remember correctly. Let's double check. It is for 40. Also, it says bottom right actually. Don't even need to do that. I always go and check on the thing, but when you look, if you've got your help menu open, bottom right it says 040. So yeah, don't worry about that too much. Come across the way here, we have a jet wash. There, again for our use. Here, small farmers kiosk, so we can sell our stuff from our farm out here on the street. People can come past, buy the stuff. There's our sell point for that. We do start with a feed mixer, and we do have feed in it. which is also rather handy. The only problem with this is that is covering up the animal dialogue box for this particular building here. This is a cow barn for 70 cows. They're all empty at the moment, but obviously they can be filled should you wish. Silage grab just there. Various different bits of equipment with mowers and things. And we do start with a load of bales too. Hay, straw and silage bales with a bale spike. We do start with other stuff in a moment too. Silage clamp. Now this is part of the required mods. This is all individual silage plates. So if you are going to remove all of this, as you saw from the image, these all would have to be removed individually. Now the only stuff I couldn't remove, I removed the animal pasture from here as well, were these tyres here. The pallets I could, all the other ones, everywhere, all the other tyres I could get rid of, and even when I removed the animal pasture I couldn't get rid of those tyres. I'm not sure why, everything else went, so yeah, like I say, you can then fiddle around with that to your heart's content. A liquid slurry storage tank at the back there, which you can then take out from when your animals are producing. No, we didn't have any equipment there. Oh, hang on, we did, didn't we? Yes, sorry. Plough and cultivator around the back here. If we come down the side, it's a big old pasture. And then don't get me wrong, I know I was saying at the start, I was just commenting on the fact that we get so much more used to higher megabyte download, and there's a lot more going on now with ground deformation, all the things that obviously FS 1922 didn't have those kind of things. That eats into that kind of thing. But it's quite a small map for a high megabyte download. But then when you're going around it, the level of detail is, mwah, it's up there. So, animal pasture. Cows, this will do 48. So we've got 40, 70 and 48 all at the same farm. If we come around here, that was the back of the one that does 40. We have got in here, workshop, bench, trigger just there, fuel tank just there, John Deere with front loader gear. We do start off with herbicide liquid fertilizer. We've got some seed across the back, sprayer, forks, and then we open up this one here and we've got quite a bit of gear in here. Couple of tractors, very nice, seeder, baler, grasswork equipment down the side there, rear mower, harvester, header and header trailer. Do we have anything else in that one? I don't think we did. Let's open that one up. And then we're back out into the wilds of our yard. What I'm going to do is whiz around here very quickly, because out on the main road, just living here behind us, we have NPCs. We have Ben. He's living just there. This bit of the map, when you come out onto the road here, out with this pasture, reminded me of the map we had recently. What was it called? Where, I mean, this bit here, let me go back to here, was towards the bottom of the map, and then the map went up from here out to the coastline. It had a big coast up the top. Just this little bit here reminded me very much of that, and this sweep round, don't know. I mean, I suppose it's potentially, using bits of maps from other map makers. I don't know. I'm no expert. Walter is round in his, is it here? In his back garden, just there. There's Walter. If you want to chat to him, we'll grab the car, we'll head up the lane. David lives just up there. Why is the dog out in the road? What are you doing? You can't make the pet come with you anymore. That's so dangerous. So, let's go again. So just here we have the horse farm. As far as I'm aware, unless that's what the horse stable thing's been used for, you can't buy it. And I bought, like I say, I've bought all these little plots up just to double check. So David is just here. Now we have a purchase point here, and that's showing on, if you go into the prices menu, as buying for manure. So I went and grabbed a tractor, grabbed a trailer. I can't get the trigger to work. I couldn't buy manure. So I'm not sure. Maybe you're just supposed to do it with a bucket or something. It seems a bit odd if it was just a bucket, but so this is horse farm. I can't remember what the name of it was off the top of my head. I wrote down horse farm. Horse farm Cayman. T-Man? Depends where you're from, I suppose. Well, if you're from here. There's a correct pronunciation, which I'm not getting right, I'm wagering. And then here we've got the sell point. So buy point just there, sell point just here for the horse farm. If I have missed any animal pastures, I do apologise. Right, we're going to whiz out into the main road here. Because next up, it won't, like I say, it won't take as long to get round. What? Whoa. Woof. We turn in here. We've got sell point Forester. So wood sell point, so Forester. Noah is just there. And this is the top corner of the map that I showed earlier that's got the forestry sections on. Again, lovely. Really nicely made, nice ground foliage, ground textures. Has a very natural feel to the woodland. And we're continuing on. Just need the umbrella out the window now, don't I? Moving on, follow the umbrella, and away we go. Right, we're going to go this way round. Got a tiny bit of a rally stage coming up, kind of. Let's turn left here, onto this. Team Skoda. Watch me hit a tree now. Every time I see a fence around a grass field, I panic. I'm just going to double check. Let's buy it. No, they're just pastures. Right, so this was that plot we bought. The first one. Oh, we'll be coming up to it. Wow. Like I say, the detail is brilliant. Ground texturing, the lighting, colour palette, all of it very, very cool. So this is a grain storage building, 400,000 litres. And this is one of the required mods. Again, for these things, this is not a mod review of the mods. There's a lot of mods in this on this one, so we won't be going through each one individually and what it does. But this is grain storage. So that's that small plot we purchased, and you don't have to. And I guess I didn't even try and sell this when I was trying to remove things. Yeah, you can. I could sell it if I want to, and if I wanted to use it for something else, put something else on there if I wanted to. At least it gives you the option to. Some maps you don't get the choice. So we are going to go back up to the main road here. Just in case of trying to take in the main sell points, buy points, factories. There are no productions on the map, so that's open for you to then do whatever you want with that. Other than the biogas plant, I suppose. There's a lovely little river bit just along here as well. There's a little pond there, which is lovely. But just crossing over here, and just after that we've got a water point. So just here, kind of culvert river bit there. And just behind there, there's a water point. We come past there and turn in just here. Ooh, blimey. We have the supermarket sell point. So if you fancy doing a supermarket sweep, you can. Supermarket sell point is behind me in the rear view mirror. This is plot 44. Again, nothing on it, but if you want to buy this little plot, it'd be a nice little plot for greenhouses, wouldn't it? Perfect. Perfect for a bit of greenhousery. Or if you've got the Highlands Fishing Expansion, you could put a pond on it, or an aquaculture building, or whatever you want. It's entirely up to you, of course, as these things are. And then we come to sell point here. So this is, let me get this right. Did I write it down? Please don't write it down. I think I just put grain mill. I think this is the grain mill sell point. Let's just double check. It didn't say just grain mill, did it? It said something else. Oh, it did. Grain mill stow. I'm thinking somewhere else. So grain mill sell point is just here. And around the front of this building, there is a gas station. Well, it's a fuel tank, but purchase point, gas station point just there. Then we come from there back out onto the main road. I'm just looking for traffic. We're right that way. Right that way. We come to the vehicle shop. Vehicle shop is at the front. Workshop trigger for the vehicle shop is around the back. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Yeah. Sorry, it's around there. This is the reset point for the map as well. Here on this hard standing. And then from here, this was quite cool as well. I think one of the images on the mod hub for the map was this turning into here, And it was a weird one because it didn't really show anything in particular, but it had a very ominous kind of. There was just a couple of signs that were bent at an angle. I think the picture was taken. It looked wintry as well, and this sign here just had the triangle. It was kind of like that, and it had this kind of almost like made you want, well, what's down there? It's a bit. It had a bit of a curiosity, and I like that. That's got a very kind of natural feel. You can imagine as people have come up and down here, people have clonked into them every now and again. It's not pristine, it's not perfect, but that's kind of cool. Up here we got basically it's a recycling centre, collection point, Diepholz County. So it's a recycling point, recycling centre, sell point, just here. Again, if you're not sure any of the sell points what can be sold there, go into your prices menu, scroll down whatever's on your prices menu, look along to the right hand side, and it will tell you all the sell points you can sell those items. If you're not sure where they're on the map, you can always tag them and you can follow that tag until you get to your place. Right, crossing over here. I was just going to bolt across here and hope I didn't hit anything. Go. So, biogas plant we have purchased. Again, like I say, all of this can be sold on here, apart from, and I'll show you as we get round here, which was a real curiosity. There's a sign round the back. Well, let's just have a look at the biogas plant first. So, big open silage plate, plenty of room. We have got our trigger here. It's a fairly standard biogas plant, 99 kilowatt, 4-hour manure, silage, slurry, sugar beet cup. With plenty of decorative stuff around the outside. And I'd say pretty much. Well, I didn't try and get rid of the lights actually. Let me try. Shall I try and let's see if we can sell a light. Just one of the light poles. Will it let me do the light pole? Come on. Ah, do I want to sell BJ decoration? That's a bit dangerous. That'll probably remove everything, but it will let me. So it does give the option to. Anyway, jumping back in here. Where is it? The only thing, for some bizarre reason, of all of it, I couldn't get rid of, no matter what I did, was this sign. The sign didn't go when I sold the rest of it. The sign remained for some reason. So as long as you're happy working around that, you can remove all this if you wish. Onwards. Right, from here, let's leave the biogas plant behind. We head south down this little road here. Which brings us to, I suppose, pretty much the main sell point. I guess if you want to refer to it like that. Whoa, blimey. Down here. So, this is Agricultural Trade Weidman. Sell point just here. We've got a purchase point for fertilisers, herbicides and things just there. We've got Agricultural Trade Weidman root crop sell point just there. And then round here was, what was the last thing? Oh, animal dealer, yeah, Katie and the animal dealer. Just here. So there's your animal dealer, there's Katie. Buy point here for your animals. There wasn't a purchase point for, like I say, it was supposed to be for manure up at the thing, but like I say, I could not get that to work. It's showing us where we are. There you go, Stowe, Diepholz. Defaults? I think it might be Diepholz, is it? Like I say, again, apologies if I'm saying that wrong, but that's the map. I say it's a small but perfectly formed. I think you'll agree, and not bad at all. So that's Diepholz 25 by TakerLS, and I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape, or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.